What's up, folks? Welcome to the MashDrum Whiskey Room. I'm Jason C. What is up? It is Whiskey Wednesday night here on the MashDrum MND Drumline. Everybody, what's going on? Yeah, I've been feeling a little bit under the weather the last 3 days, maybe. Wasn't sure if I was going to do a live stream tonight, but my throat did start feeling a little bit better. I had a really bad sore throat. It was rough. But it started clearing up as of last night, so I figured why not hang out today and with you guys. I'm going to be off next week. I'm going away on a little bit of a trip with my girlfriend. We're heading up to Maine. I've never been there, so we're leaving like early Thursday morning, so probably drinking later on a Wednesday night would not be the best thing. So I'll be taking off Wednesday night next week, but then the following 2 weeks, we have some great shows coming up, including Wednesday the 22nd, which is going to be the interview with Chris Fletcher and Lexi Phillips with Jack Daniels. Been talking about it. I'm so excited about it. So really looking forward to that. And then the following week after that, I think we're going to have Jim Canepa, who is the superintendent of Ohio Liquor, on the channel, so we can learn a little bit more about state agency versus non-state agency. And how those work, the differences. I think it's going to be a good learning experience, not only for me, but for everyone, kind of seeing the differences and going behind the scenes of how a state-run agency works, versus a non-state-run agency. So should be pretty cool. How's everybody doing? Let's see here. Yeah, Bourbon Bites. I've had a lot of tea today. Yeah, hot toddy. I'll probably finish the night with a little hot toddy for sure. Let's see. Hey, let's say hi to people in the chat room here. Eric Thompson's here. What's going on, Eric? Kelsey Dime is here. What's going on, Kels? Kels, I have your bottle here and your mystery sample here. So we're going to try that a little bit later. Thank you so much, Kelsey, for sending that in. Wildlife and Whiskey's in the house. What's going on, man? Mike Meyer is here as well. Old Man Joe, what's going on, buddy? JG, Big Vic, what's going on, man? SG Flying High is here. Cheech Artelino, what's going on, bud? Let's see here. Who else is hanging out? Sugar Kitty is here. Darrell Stewart. We have a 3-sample blind tasting brought to you by Mr. Darrell Stewart coming up tonight as well. So that should be fun. Let's see. Who else we got here? Cameron Lochner's here. Jeff Perkins, Adam Dorman. Karen B. Ford, how are you, Karen? Justin Kim is here. How you doing, Justin? Big Vic's a new member of the Drumline. Thanks for joining, man. Big Stu is here. What's going on? Tim Cornet is here. Mick Hammer, awesome name. Michael Moore's in the house. Sal Pecchio's here. Charlemagne, here we go. And a bunch more people coming in. Cody Lee, enjoyed some Bardstown French Oak last night. Great pour. Yeah, I'm kind of warming up with this one. Hey, what's going on, Sandeep? Where'd it go? There it is. I'm grabbing for nothing here. Cheers, guys. Thanks for hanging out in the whiskey room tonight. Man, it's got like this chocolate amaretto thing going on. This is I was a little disappointed at first when I got it, but every time I go back to it, better and better. Absolutely. Hey, John Dickinson is here, so it's been a while. Nice to see you back, man. Birdies and Bourbon's here. Elsa Murillo's here. Time to drink and kill those germs for your trip with the lady. That's right. I think the whiskey will help clear the rest of the throat up a little bit. But I got that for all you ladies out there. I got that what's his name? Can't get enough of your love, baby. I got that voice tonight. Woo! That's right. Be careful with the deep voice. Cliffy's in the house. What's going on? Bourbon Bites. Everyone give Bourbon Bites a subscribe. Donald Rance, Whiskey Yoda is here. Whiskey Crusader Whiskey Crusader Will is here. What's going on, man? Nick Foles is in the house. I scooped the Larceny Beef 21 today. Loving this batch. Blows the other ones out of the water, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. The B521 is easily the best one that they've done. Hey, Tim Gorgeous is here. Yeah, there he is, Barry White. Barry White. What's up, baby? Julie Like is here. Everyone go give Julie and Dan a follow on YouTube. Lifetime Whiskey. Great channel. They're putting out some really cool content. Bourbon said, got that birthday? Got the birthday bourbon? I didn't get a bottle of it. I wasn't paying $800, $900 for that shit. I have it. I got all I need right here. Here it is. This is my old Forester birthday bourbon allotment for the year. There it is, guys. That's how much I'm gonna enjoy, and that's how much I'm gonna hold on to this. Because this came from the distillery and it was free. People are paying like, I think $60, $75 for a 2-ounce sample of this stuff. I'll take this. I'll enjoy that. I'll sip that slowly. Hopefully if Jackie Zykin comes back on, maybe we'll be able to enjoy that a little bit with her as well. Let's see here. What's up, Jason? Loving the Ezra books. Yeah, so today I got the, let's see here. Let me change my my mic here. Mic check. Does that sound better, guys? I think the computer mic was on, not this mic. There we go. The best whiskey is free whiskey. Exactly. Hey, Black Bourbon families in the house. Raise your drinks up casually. There it is. Always got to say it. So, oh man, yeah, the podcast is having Dixon Dedman on tonight. Unfortunately, it's the same time as this live stream, which kind of sucks, but I will definitely check that out later. I'm sure that's going to be a cool stream. It's going to be cool to kind of find out what Dixon Dedman's doing over at the podcast. Let's see. Feel you, man. Haven't been sick in a year. I think it's due to COVID and being at home. Put daughter in daycare Thursday. She was sick by Saturday, and I'm sick as today. Pouring some William Lou Weller. That'll kill the germs. Can you sing Barry White again so we can judge appropriately? Oh, sure, Julie. Anything for Julie Like. Can't get enough of your love, baby. That's right. Hey, baby. Hey, Julie Like. So this week last week we launched our Bougie Nights barrel picks from the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club. These have been going fast. We have a handful left of each one of these. I don't know if you guys have seen the stickers yet. It's they're showing the beautiful stickers with Scotch Dog Brewer. We have the Peanut Buster and the Chocolate Blazer. Been getting a lot of great feedback on these. People are really digging these picks, so we're really happy with them. Jeffrey Wack, it's Bougie Nights time. Fresh Wednesday cracks. Oh, Jeffrey Wack, I guess he just got his. Bourbon Wrench is here. What's going on? Josh Pence is drinking. These picks are stellar. Jason, perfect. Actually, Friday, we're going to be releasing our next round of picks. They're kind of coming fast and furious right now. But I don't know if you guys remember way back when Julie Like, Dan Like, and Todd Ritter helped us pick 2 Old Elk wheaters. We have a wheat whiskey and a wheated bourbon coming real soon. The labels for them, guys, are insane. The crazy thing about those picks is that they're both short barrels. So, I mean, we kind of knew what we were doing, except for Scott because he didn't want the smoky wheated bourbon. But both of these barrels are a little bit on the short side, so there's only about 100 bottles of each, and it's like super concentrated in flavor. So we're looking forward to launching those on Friday. Yes. Hey, Jason, can wish my mom a 75. Oh my goodness, Jason and Brandy. I don't know. So that their mom is turning 75 years old. That is awesome. Raise your drinks up casually for their mom. It's her birthday. There you go. It's a little cheers for your mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Todd Ritter says labels are amazing. So we're gonna be giving away a bottle tonight as well. So if there's any mods in the house or anyone that wants to help out with any of the super chats, I'm gonna be giving away. I have a bottle we're gonna crack open tonight, but I also got an extra here. This is the new Seal Box bourbon. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. So Seal Box, Blake over at Seal Box released his first batch of bourbon here. It's pretty unique. So this is a blend of 2-year-old and 10-year-old MGP, finished in toasted French oak and maple syrup barrels. That's right. I have no idea what to expect of this whiskey. We're going to actually try it tonight. I'm going to crack open my bottle, and we'll give away another one tonight to one of you lucky viewers out there. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, and that's right. It is Whiskey Mountain's birthday. Audriana. Happy birthday, Audriana. Is she here? Julia like said those labels are nuts. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be really fun. Yes, the smoky pick. Yep, for sure. Actually, do you guys want to see the labels? I don't know if Scott's watching, but I think we could debut the labels. Let me know in the chat if you guys want to see the labels for the old elk picks. I'll show them to you. I have them loaded up if you want to see them. All right, so let's put this aside. And what are we going to start tonight off with here? Let's see. You know what? Because it's sweets, let's start with this Seal Box pick, because I don't really know what to expect with this one. It's on the sweeter side. Yes, labels please. Labels please, yes. Hope everyone is excited. Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard already, Scott and I are doing a Maker's Mark pick. And we invited, of course, the man himself, the Bourbon Wrench, to attend with us, because everybody knows Trev is such a Maker's fanboy. We couldn't leave him out. So he is going to be joining us on the pick, along with Karen B. Ford, also in the chat. So we're going to have a really great team to pick a really good Maker's blend. So we're really looking forward to it. So we'll see how it goes. Whiskey Mounts and Prick Noman are indisposed for her birthday. Well, I would totally I would believe that for sure. All right, let's get into this one. I'll show the labels in a sec. Let me just pour this. Let it open up a little bit. Okay. Man. All right. See how this is. Gonna let that open up a little bit. Yeah, like Trev, we're gonna have to. Like Trev, I feel like is gonna try to sneak a barrel in his car. I'm telling you, or my car, at least. Yeah. So, all right. Hey, time for a Drams here. Gregor, what's going on, Gregor? Nice to see you, man. Tyler Sadler, thanks so much. Cheers, Master Drum, as he says. Thanks so much for coming in, buddy. All right. So, can we open ours? Are you guys did you guys get your old elk picks already? Keep him away from the mash pot. He might jump in. Yeah, he might. All right. So here are the labels. So if you guys didn't watch the pick, basically what happened is we got a wheated bourbon that was kind of smoky. And that was, so we decided we were going to call that one the Hawk, because if you guys know the running joke, Scott, at one time he smelled the bourbon and he thought it smelled like ham hocks, and it was a running joke. And then the amazing DC, Daniel Carter, made this. Basically Scott's body is a ham hock with legs, and his nickname, the Hawk, stuck. Then we tried the wheat whiskey, which was like a sweet candy, like vanilla cream bomb. And that one basically I said it tasted like a cannoli. So the idea in my head was, like, how can we do the Hawk and cannoli on a sticker? So basically my idea was to do a old 70s cop show theme with basically based off of Starsky and Hutch. So the wheat whiskey will have the cannoli, will be called the cannoli. So here is the label for the cannoli. Brace yourselves.
So, yeah, he said it smelled like ham hock and pantyhose. Exactly. So here's the cannoli for the Old Elk Wheat Whiskey. Do it. That's right. Do it. When you cross the line, your cannolis are mine. And then the best one is the hock, which will go on the wheated bourbon, which will be poor Scotty looking like this. He's smoky, he's smooth, he's complex, and apparently he hates campfires. If you see trouble on your block, just call the hock. Now, obviously, you could see the picks were directed by Julie Like and produced by Dan and Todd Ritter, the three names that helped us do the pick. So anytime we have folks helping us do a pick, you will be on the label. So it's always a fun time. So those are going to launch on Friday. So again, we won't have many of those, but then following those, we have 2 11-year-old bullet picks that are ridiculous. So those will be the next 2 picks that are lining up for all of you that are part of the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club. All right. Yeah. So our M&J bottles have been sitting in Orlando since Friday. I hope they will deliver tomorrow. Can't wait to try the blend of the Ezra and Rebel. Yeah, it's a good blend. If any of you guys got both of the Bougie Nights picks, do a 50-50 blend of both together, and it's magical. Absolutely magical. The Brewbaker Wilderness pick we haven't had yet. We haven't gotten any news yet. But we're actually hoping that'll launch in the fall, right when it's like a good time to drink a rye whiskey when it's getting a little bit chillier. So we're anticipating those, and the theme already I have picked out. It's going to be Rush themed, the band Rush, because when we took the first sip, Rush Tom Sawyer played on the radio in the Rick House, and so it's going to actually be called Tom Sawyer's Mean Rye, which is a take on one of the lyrics from Tom Sawyer, the song. So. Yep. Where's Huggy Bear? If we had 3 picks, I would have definitely did a Huggy Bear sticker. All right, let's get into this seal box here. See what we get. I don't know if I'm picking up the maple syrup, but I am picking up a lot of creme brulee and a lot of citrus. And the citrus, I would assume from the old and, well, you have to remember you have 2-year and 10-year MGP in here. Yeah, the Brewbakers will definitely be, the Doctor will definitely be in there. Yeah, the Rush theme will be fun. Yeah, slap at the base. All right, I think the maple syrup is starting to come out a little bit more here. A lot of toasted oak. Getting a little bit of a grapefruit note. So I was already thinking about the yeah, exactly, Tom Flanagan. Yeah. So I've been thinking about, and I don't know what, and actually, Trev, I'd like to get your thoughts in the chat. Is there like a maker's profile that you think you want to go for? Because my inclination, what I would like to do is try to like recreate like a dusty type of bourbon profile with just like a ton of butterscotch. I feel like if we could craft something like that, it could be pretty epic. But maybe something with like a lot of butterscotch up front and some spice in the back. I don't know. I don't know what Trev's like ultimate maker's profile is, but I'm curious to get his thoughts on what he wants to try to craft. Yeah, it's a really weird mix of like sugar, but you get oak, you get a lot of citrus. There's some cinnamon, some baking spice in there, and a little bit of grapefruit too, which is weird. All right, let's try it. Here we go. You get the maple syrup on the palate. It's very sweet and citrus all at the same time. That's a really nice little blend. Man, the toasted French oak, I think, really gives like you get a hint of the marshmallow, you get a hint of some dark fruit in there, but the maple syrup starts taking over a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately, Nick, you can't do all mocha now. You can't do all mocha staves. Way more citrusy than I thought it would be. I think the MGP has really kind of taken over with the citrus, but there's some red fruits in there. There's some good toasted spices in there. Yeah, and you get a little bit of the maple syrup, some oak on the back end. That's a nice blend for the first go around. It's very unique. I mean, finished in toasted French oak and maple syrup barrels. Now, I don't know if the maple syrup barrels were also toasted. I don't think so. Finished in toasted French oak and then just maple syrup barrels. This is 115.5 proof, so it's a nice proof point too. So if you guys like a lot of citrus, a little bit of a marshmallow note, somebody's going to win a really nice bottle tonight. It's not bad. I dig that. That's it retails for about $100. So yeah, it did go very quick. Hey, Adam Hinson's in the house. Let's see here. Yeah, butterscotch and spice sounds nice. Yeah, that's what I'd be going for. Julie L, want the bottle just for the lyrics alone and the brew bakers, right? Yeah, that's gonna be an epic rye pick. Man, I cannot wait to get those. How the finish on it is I wouldn't say it's short. I think it's medium, but there is a very prevalent lingering spice to it. It's still sitting there in the back of my throat. Even though I have a sore throat, I can still get it. And this is getting better the more it sits. Again, usually these toasted bourbons, these toasted whiskeys, I think there's an argument to be made, whatever side of the fence you're on, whether you believe airtime does better or worse for whiskey, which I totally believe in. I think more, if you're looking at toasted whiskeys over anything, I think airtime does a world of difference for toasted ryes, bourbons, whatever it may be, for sure. Looking forward to your Jack interview with Chris Fletcher. Be sure to ask about the upcoming triple mash and 10-year. Also, that Coy Hill LE looks fire. Yeah, I'm trying to get some samples from them to try that when they come on. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, here's the thumbnail. So 9/22, that's September 22nd, Chris Fletcher and Lexi Phillips, master and assistant master distillers at Jack Daniels, will be here live on the channel, both of them. So really looking forward to that. Let's see here. Yeah, the seal box is good. It's getting better too. Oh yeah. Okay. The finish on this just tasted like waffles and breakfast. If you took waffles with some maple syrup and then put toasted marshmallows on top. That's what the finish tastes like. Dude, Blake must have like a crazy sweet tooth because this is really sweet. Yeah, it's weird. The nose like gives you grapefruit and a lot of citrus and some spice. And then when you drink it, it's just like concentrated waffles with powdered sugar, toasted marshmallows, maybe a little slight hint of chocolate, some red berry. I like the palate better than the nose, but the nose might improve over time. But that's good. That's going to be like a nice little dessert whiskey, I think. That's awesome. Brian Nicholson in the house. What's up? Again, any super chat tonight will get you in the running to win a bottle of your own. So good luck to anyone that sends in a super chat. All right. I'm going to pour my next one here, and we're going to get into, man, I really want to break into this Glendronach. I'll do that a little bit later. I'm going to pour this Rocktown. So this is a single barrel cast strength bourbon out of Arkansas. So again, I want to thank Kelsey Dime in the chat for sending this along. when I did my video for top new distilleries you should be adding to your collection, Rocktown was easily came up a few times for a few different viewers, and it's not available to me here. So Kelsey was kind enough to grab me one of these, and I couldn't wait to taste it. So we're looking at cask strength here, 56%. All right. Let's see here. This is from Sodi's Wine and Spirits in Arkansas. All right, let's give it a try. So nice little color on that. Let's check that one out. Nice little color on that. Kelsey, do you have the stats on this one? Do you know the age, anything? Single barrel bourbon whiskey, slowly distilled in our copper pot still. I love that it's copper pot still. Finest Arkansas grown corn, Arkansas grown wheat and malted barley. Oh, it's a wheater. Nice, it's a wheater. Bottled from one single barrel that's been hand selected by our head distiller to be the very best. 22 months. Sorry, man, it's on the back. 22 months. So a little over. God, that's a little under 2 years. That's 2 months shy of 2 years old. Wow. That seal box sounds a lot like Disco 2 with the maple syrup. Yeah, but the seal box is a lot more like candy syrup. It's not just like you get maple syrup on the Disco 2, but that's more like maple syrup with powdered sugar all on top of it. The blind will be interesting. Yeah, Darrell, he sent me, God knows what he sent me. So we'll see. So yeah, let's talk about a lot of stuff going on in the whiskey news, including what pissed me off this week. So real quick, let's get into a couple of news stories. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about some of these releases. I'm sure some of you have, but I like to, let you guys know what to watch out for, what's upcoming. First one up is the latest Founders Collection from Rabbit Hole. So this is named in honor of Kentucky's time-honored tradition of horse racing and explores how malting organically expands in a range of flavors in whiskey. So it's called Race King, which uses a unique mash bill. Ready for this? 70% corn, 13% rye, 10% malted barley, and 4% chocolate malted wheat, and 3% chocolate malted barley. So, described as a proprietary malting process, a chocolate wheat from Germany and chocolate barley from the UK bring rich chocolate essence to it. So let's see here. As far as price, so official tasting notes from distillery: rich cocoa, brown sugar, toasted bread, hazelnut, cinnamon spice, black cherry, tobacco. Suggested retail price of $295. So that's going to be the latest one from Rabbit Hole. If you remember the last one, which was the Mizunora, which was a $1,500 bottle. I mean, crazy. Rabbit Hole, I think, is trying to position themselves as more of a luxury brand. You can make the argument that bourbon, for the most part, has now become a luxury type of brand already, or a luxury type of item. I still think there's arguments to be made on both sides, whether it's still, I think some people still see it as the working man's whiskey. But I think with the price increases and the level and the amount of people that you see going after whiskeys these days, it's definitely crossed over essentially to blue collar, white collar, and everybody in between. So it's again, we're looking at pretty expensive. Bourbon Wrench is back at his computer. So I asked you, Trev, what like your ultimate maker's blend would be. What would you want what would you want the pick to taste like? I don't know if I missed it, but let me know. Yay, pricey garbage. Cheers. Both picks are great. The blend even better. Oh, glad you're enjoying it. Thanks, Shari G. Cheech Artelino, only 9 subs away for 500. Let's make it happen. Subscribe to Kilco Whiskey Musings. Yeah, drop the link in the chat. You guys can get Kilco 9 more subs to hit the magical number of 500 for him. Be awesome if we could do it right now. Thank you so much. I want to try Brenner Bourbon. I don't know what Brenner Bourbon is. Haven't heard of that one yet. So that sounds like, that rabbit hole sounds like to me what we might see, like what we had with the Woodford Reserve chocolate malted rye, which a lot of people thought was a rye whiskey, but it wasn't. It was actually a bourbon. They just used chocolate malted rye in the mash bill. This is wheat and rye, so I feel like we'll get some of the same notes. This one is going to be $250. The Woodford was at least, was only $130, $140. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Let's see here. Let's see. I want to try. Oh, already whistle that. Whistle while you whiskey with Whiskey Wednesday. While whistle. Well, I don't know. I don't even know how to say that, dude. All right, just kind of running through here. We got 100 likes in the chat, so if you guys want to make sure you hit that like button while you're hanging out here, that'd be great. I know you're going into the game with a plan, meaning I'm keeping it open to any and every possibility. It's like we were going to friggin' Willy Wonka's chocolate factory to me. Yeah, that's pretty true. Pretty true, man. All right. All right, let's go to the next story. We're going to talk about next is did you guys see the next label for Bardstown Discovery 6 yet? Well, here it is. Bardstown Discovery 6 is going to have 75, 13, 12% of that 11-year Kentucky bourbon. That 17-year Dickel is making it in there again. 84% corn, 8% rye, 8% malted barley. 16% of that blend will be in there. But then we get a 7-year MGP bourbon in there with a high rye mash bill. So I'm kind of looking forward to tasting that one. Actually, I think I can't wait to see how the MGP is gonna kind of mix around with the MGP. We'll see how it works. That should be pretty cool. That should be pretty cool. Let's see here. Your Rocktown cask strength is 82 corn, 9 wheat, 9 malted barley. Oh, is this? Oh, this is. Oh, that's the mash bill for the Rocktown. Okay. Well, it doesn't smell like Dickel. They said they can keep it. Oh, they can keep it. Not a big fan, says Timmy Timma, because he doesn't want the bar. He doesn't want the Dickel in there. Did you guys see this release? Blackened is coming out with their new latest. So Blackened was, it was a label started, a good amount of time ago with the help of Dave Pickerel, the legendary Dave Pickerel, the late great Dave Pickerel. So this is the Masters of Whiskey series, a salute to Blackened's collaborative roots. So master distiller and blender Rob Dietrich, formerly of Stranahan's, who's now working with Blackened. They wanted to find some other whiskeys. So according to the press release, each will be limited edition, finishing to their own unique playlist, which is blasted to the barrels using Blackened's proprietary black noise sonic enhancement process. Gimmicky, yeah, it is. For the first time, this is going to be a Kentucky high rye with low rye recipes from Willet. The oldest whiskey was an 8-year Willet, while the average age of the bottling is 6.5 years. They were then married together and finished in Madeira casks for up to 14 weeks. This will be bottled at cask strength, 109.6 proof, with an MSRP of $140. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that one? I'm excited about it, but I don't know. I'm excited and not sure how excited I am about that one. It is Willet. Willet does, can make some great stuff. I don't know. It's one of those things. Let's see what you guys are saying about it. Hey, the Bourbon Road is in the house. Long time no see, guys. What's going on? That is Jim and the Big Chief. Don't know who's in the chat, but thanks for popping in, guys. Everybody, if you're looking for a great podcast, the Bourbon Road is, doing amazing stuff. So definitely go check it out. Let's see here. 140, it sounds like a pass. Okay. So purple top bourbon in a Madeira cask. Yeah, basically. If I see it, probably buying it. I think that's some people's inclination just to kind of, pull the trigger on that one. We'll see. Another whiskey that released recently is the Run Rye Whiskey. So this was the latest release from Blue Run. I think you guys kind of know my feelings on Blue Run, but I'll just kind of let's see here. Where are my notes on it? Oh yeah, Blue Run. Okay. So this was sold online beginning on Monday. The Golden Rye Whiskey is the fourth whiskey release since Blue Run launched in October of last year. Small batch whiskey composed of only 91 selected barrels, bottled at 95 proof. Each bottle comes with a green neck strip with gold accents indicating the bottle number and date it was bottled. The brand says the name is inspired by the color and the grains used to make it. It's available for, I think it's sold for about $110, something like that. But from my understanding, I think it's only about a 4-year-old, 5-year-old rye in there for $100. Fuck that. And the thing that pisses me off about it too, it's already on second. People are trying to sell it for like $230 on secondary for it. So yeah, that's stuff like that is Blue Note to me is so frustrating because it completely skipped any sort of like legit. It did win a lot of awards, and factor in, whether you believe in awards or not, whether you think it's bullshit or whether you rely on awards to kind of help you make your choices. It's just like those bottles that Blue Run put out just completely skipped. Like, I don't know. It just became a pure secondary type of offering for everyone because the bottles get scooped up fast from Sealbox or whoever's selling them, and then they're immediately on secondary, like the day after or the day of, like immediately for more than double the price. And I have tasted nothing from Blue Run that makes me say like, yeah, I want to pay double the price for that. It's just, it's annoying. It's one of the, like, Blue Run to me is just, it's everything that's wrong with bourbon today, unfortunately. So yeah. I bought a Blue Run because I like butterfly. I still haven't opened it and probably won't. So let's see here. Let's go to the next one, which is the new Four Roses was announced. I'm always excited for these every year. So this is the new limited edition small batch for 2021. It's non-chill filtered, bottled at 114.2 proof. This is a little bit of a lower proof point. Different batches selections up to 12 to 16 years. We have a 16-year-old OBSV in here, a 14-year-old OBSQ, 12-year-old OESK, and then 16-year-old OESV. Approximately 14,500 hand-numbered bottles will be available. MSRP of $150. Individuals may register now for the lottery until September 12th by visiting the Four Roses website. So they're doing a lottery release again for this one, which is, it's not surprising at all. But yeah, I mean, those Four Roses limited editions every year are some of my favorite bottles to get in the world. I'm definitely going to, try it for the lottery, see if it works. I didn't get one last year, but was lucky enough to get a bottle sent to me by one of my amazing viewers. So thank you so much. A couple of other quick news stories. I don't know if you guys saw this on the TTB. If you guys are into like coming, like to see what's coming, like I do, follow the Instagram account Coming Whiskey, COMING Whiskey. He just posted this label not too long ago. A Rebel, a barrel proof 12-year bourbon coming from Lux Row. I mean, that sounds fantastic. A 12-year-old wheated bourbon barrel proof from Rebel. Definitely looking forward to that one. Also, if you guys are into Blood Oath, you guys can keep your eye out for the Blood Oath Trilogy box. This is releasing soon. This one will contain pack number 4, 5, and 6. So if you guys are into collecting the Blood Oath, the Trilogy boxes are pretty cool. So this one, the 4, 5, and 6. 4 is still my favorite, I think, of all of them that I've had. And the Cognac, which is a close second, which is in that pack 6. Pack 5 was the rum one. I wasn't super crazy about that one, but pack 4 and pack 5 are really good. And then This bottle made some news on social media. Not sure if this is real or not, though. So, excuse me, guys. I don't know if this is real, but this is a new Colonel Taylor barrel proof, but this would be the barrel proof rye. So Buffalo Trace is thinking about adding this Colonel Taylor barrel proof rye to their lineup. Do not know how true this is, unfortunately. But unfortunately, like anything else, it's unfortunate with Buffalo Trace because anything new that gets a press release, the immediate comments are, I'll never find it. I'll never see it. Good luck finding it. Good luck seeing it. Fuck this. I hate everyone because I can't get this. It's just one of those things. It happens for every release. It sucks, unfortunately. So thanks, Brent. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, great Photoshop. Otherwise, Coming Whiskey would have the TTB label pics. Yeah, that's what I thought. Even if it is true or it's going to become a thing, yeah, again, it's probably one of those bottles we'll never see. Yeah, I think it's a Photoshop job completely, but it kind of set the entire, kind of set the world on fire for a little bit. Somebody did a really nice Photoshop job on that. Yeah, unfortunately, everything with Buffalo Trace is just so, oh, great new bourbon, great new whiskey. I won't see it. Nobody will see it because they just get scooped up and sold on secondary, both by secondary, flippers and also the even liquor store owners who get some of the stuff. They'll put it either at secondary prices or they'll skip the shelf altogether and put it right on secondary. So it's just the way the world is right now, unfortunately. I saw an E.H. Taylor Warehouse C for $5,000. Oh, my God. A 10-year-old Colonel Taylor for $5,000. Well, somebody will buy it. All right, let's go to this Rocktown. So you definitely get the youth on here. Not in a bad way. You get like the nice gray note to it. You get a little bit of let's see here. Buffalo Trace just needs to stop and just make their basic stuff actually available. I mean, I think they're trying to with the expansion, so you got to give them props for that. But all that stuff, once they fill those warehouses, it's going to take time to age. We're not going to see it right away, unfortunately. So I actually get a nice little chocolate note, a lot of corn sweetness. I'm definitely picking up some maltiness, a little bit of lemon, bubblegum. Got some like nice vanilla pushing through here a little bit too, which is what I was looking for. Such a high corn content. You want some of that vanilla to push through. Bourbon Ren says, what are the stats in that bottom chart? I could send you some stuff that'll blow that out of the water. Yeah, so this is single barrel, cask strength, 56% ABV, and just under 2 years old. So it's about a year and I think it was like a year and 10 months. Is that cask strength worth $71.99? Let's try it. Here we go. Wow, it's got a coffee thing going on to it. Like a rich, like coffee, chocolate coffee, and like vanilla mocha, like a vanilla mocha coffee. That's wild. And black licorice all day. Coffee, chocolate, black licorice. Well, I mean, I can't say that anymore. There have been some younger whiskeys that I've tried that you get the black licorice flavor, you get some, and the black licorice is kind of throwing me off because if this is a wheater, then that's interesting. Sounds like the Bradshaw. No, it's definitely not like the Bradshaw. This is way better than the Bradshaw. Some of their stuff is definitely young, but that coffee note is on a lot of their stuff too. I thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, I'm digging this one. Hey, Jermaine Dickerson's in the house. What's up? Said just sub yesterday. You and Average Joe Bourbon are my go-tos. Love the work, bro. Keep it up. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I apologize, guys, for not getting my What's on the Shelf Wednesday episode out today. I usually film it a couple days ahead of time, or even the day before, but I just wasn't up to tasting and drinking the last couple days. But I got a lot of great. I have a series on Irish whiskey coming up with What's on the Shelf Wednesday, talking about the four different types of Irish whiskeys. So, single grain, single pot still, single malt, and blended whiskeys. So I'm going to kind of hit on some great Irish whiskeys that are available on the shelf that are way better than Jameson. And all that kind of go into that, each type of those core silos when it comes to the types of Irish whiskeys that are out there. Obviously, I got some great help from Donald Rance to kind of navigate some of the ones that are out there. A few of them I already knew about, but, so keep on the lookout for that. I think that'll be really cool. The whole series will be called best available bourbons better than Jameson, or best available Irish whiskey is better than Jameson, I should say. Let's see here. That pick is by far the best stuff they have put out in their peated bourbon. Oh, they have a peated bourbon. Wait, Black Arts was released? What? The new Brooklady Black Arts hasn't come out yet, has it? Because I'm getting it. Better than Jameson, really? That's right. That ought to get all the Jameson fans really, really pissed off about that one. Yeah, Donald Rance knows Irish whiskey, man. Is it a malted mash bill? Yeah, somebody throw the mash bill in the chat again real quick for this. Well, it says Arkansas-grown wheat, malted barley, and corn. So it's a wheater based on what this says. DC, yeah, not Jim's recipe, though, unfortunately. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Only 3 more subs to 500. Let's make it happen. Get Kilco. Come on, 3 more subs for Kilco. Yes, the 8.1 is out. Oh shit. I gotta hunt one down. I want one of those bad, for sure. This is impressive. I love the coffee, the chocolate. Not a fan of the black licorice in there a little bit, but the coffee kind of takes over. But man, for such a young whiskey, that's actually pretty solid. I mean, for something under 2 years old, as this stuff gets older, I can only imagine it's just going to get better and better and better. I would like to see more vanilla, more caramel come out of this as it gets and I think some balance with the fruit notes, that you get with a wheated bourbon coming through here would do this a body good. But right now, from what you're getting, the chocolate, the espresso, a little bit of the wheat funk, there's slight vanilla coming through, but mostly it's that espresso chocolate. I think it's got a good shot at being something really, really good. But so far that's pretty impressive stuff. Thank you so much, Kels. I'll enjoy that one. If any of you guys like kind of coffee forward whiskeys, check out Rocktown. It's good stuff. Let's see here. Teeling is a great Irish whiskey. Yeah, I've done videos on Teeling before. I'm a big fan of Teeling. Absolutely. Coffee notes that theme come from the Alabama bottle from Detling Cask Strength. Oh, there you go, Detling. Yep, for sure. Sal Pecchio, have you thought about doing a Stellum pick? Not yet. I feel like there's so much MGP out there because the Stellum picks are all MGP. There's no blends. They're not blends like the regular bourbon and ryes are. It's all MGP. So I don't know. It's just kind of like how much MGP can you have? I mean, Scott and I are really trying to look for unique stuff. We do have an actual Remus pick coming out next year, a George Remus selection. We're working on a Knob Creek pick. We're working on something with Jim Beam. We're trying to actually get a Baker's pick. I think we had a choice of doing a Knob Creek or trying to do a Baker's 107 proof pick. Some folks have gotten in on that early. Going to see if we can get one of those because I haven't seen one of those at all. So that would be pretty exciting to do as well. So, all right, let's put that aside. The Rocktown barrel strength is selling for $60 at Total Wine. I mean, $60 is a hard sell for a bourbon under 2 years old. But I mean, again, that's craft whiskey, guys. You may complain about the price, but remember, you can't put craft whiskeys in the same bucket as the big guys. Craft whiskey producers don't have the volume, they don't have the distribution that the big guys do. And when you're trying to do grain to glass and you're a craft distiller and you're a small distillery, everything's more expensive. So you got to make it up somehow on the sale. So I always tell people, you can't just look at a price for a craft whiskey and just think it's bullshit. There's a lot of factors that play into how they price their stuff. Do some craft whiskeys maybe go a little bit too far? Absolutely. But if you're a craft distillery and you could stay in that $40 to $60 range, I think that's fair. Especially if you're doing grain to glass. That's just my opinion. You can't. It's very difficult for these guys. You can't do like a 7-8 year. It can't be like Wild Turkey 101. Have a blend of 6 to 8 year old bourbons for $22. You can't do that when you're a craft distillery. Let's see. Yeah, French lick. What you're really paying for is when it comes to those craft distilleries, you're paying for the work that these people are putting into it, and also the innovation and the craftsmanship and look at what craft distilleries have done for the big guys. They've pushed innovation. I don't think Wild Turkey did a sherry finished Oloroso Master's Keep. Now they're doing a toasted bourbon. I don't think you would have seen that. We started seeing some toasted bourbons come along and different finishes. Now you see the big guys doing. I think a lot of that goes to a lot of that innovation and that thinking could, you could thank some of the craft distillers for doing that and kind of widening the minds of the old hats, as you would say. Keith Schmidt, I find hard to buy a 9-11-year-old Knob Creek pick when the last time they had 12 to 15-year picks for less money. It's a hard sell for me. Well, Keith, you just have to get to the realization that we're not going to see those picks anymore, unfortunately. Those 12 to 15-year-old picks are, they're nunts. They're gone. I think Knob Creek, we're going to be seeing more. I'm telling you, next year, mark my words, Knob Creek 30th anniversary bottle. 2022 will be 30 years that the Knob Creek label was born. So I really think we had a 25th anniversary. I really think we're going to see a special limited 30th anniversary release for Knob Creek next year. And I think we're going to see some of that old stuff in it, honestly. Fire Ranch is providing amazing value for their stuff considering their grain to glass. Yeah, absolutely. I would agree, Aaron C. And I think, I think each distiller, it depends on their process and, obviously how much they're selling in order to do it. Look at Starlight, which is actually my next one. Starlight Hubers. These guys are doing crazy, crazy finishes. It's all grain to glass. Most of their stuff is $50, $60. Single barrels are crazy everywhere. They're doing an incredible amount of volume, for a newer distillery, or even if they've been out a while, they're really just starting to kind of gain notoriety in the last, couple of years. So let me take that off. All right, let's give this a go. So this was a Rickhouse Select, 111.2 proof, 4.5 years, picked from the Central Wisconsin Bourbon Society. So yeah, I was able to grab this while I was traveling, and it's got a cool little label out of here. So you guys see the pick label. It's my man There he is, Snoop Dogg. High Rise, straight out of Indiana. So this is a High Rye bourbon whiskey. Yep. Let's see here. But you wouldn't pay the premium for the quality now, and not all startups craft make it. Well, yeah, I would agree, Bobby. I think if it's a brand that's just sourcing and making a shit ton of money from it, a la Blue Run, then fuck them. Obviously some people source while their own stuff is aging, and that's another way to go about it. But I still always believe it's really about, don't put out anything unless you really feel like, a vast majority of the public would actually like to drink it. Never rush something out just to make some money. I think that's where some people go wrong. Baker's is the pick. I have a Knob 15. I'll trade someone for a dozen donuts. Yeah, I hated my Knob Creek 15. I thought it was shit. Absolute shit. And oaky. It was oaky, tannic, and super drying on the palate. And it was weird because I heard people that got the Knob Creek 15 and thought it was wonderful. Thought it was like sweet, balanced. I'm like, what sweetness are you getting? Mine had no sweetness. I must have got like the last little bit left in the freaking blend or something. All right. Let's see. I got so lucky last year about a Casey single barrel select that was 14 years, 11 months. Walgreens priced them as if they were the regular 9, but 3 of them for less than 45. That's crazy. Holy shit. Wade Ward, his M&J picks just left Maryland. Original delivery date. Fingers crossed the bottles are delivered by the weekend. Awesome, man. Yeah, Scotch is definitely going to be next, and then we're going to hit then we're going to do the blind tasting. Hey, Jason Busey's here. The Buse is loose. He's got a fever. Is more cowbell. Yes, baby. I think someone just actually, if you guys are looking, if you guys want to get your hands on some of the Ezra and the Rebel picks, they're open for the public now. So if you guys are looking to get an Ezra and a Rebel pick, I have the links to them down in the description. If you click both links and you buy both, you'll get a discount off one of the bottles. So if they deliver to your state, then have at it. You can check the description in the video, and you can grab your picks if you want. All right, let me try this here. Whoo! That one came in like fire. I'm really picking up the black licorice tonight. That also had black licorice on it. Probably because of that High Rye being a younger whiskey. The High Rye and it's like a mix of cherry and black licorice, like Twizzlers. I get cherry and I get black licorice on that. Jermaine, watch vid on Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon. You think it's worth trading one of my Blue Run Ryes for? Actually, yeah, I would do that trade in a heartbeat, dude. The Michter's Toasted Bourbon is actually really good this year. It's just that, unfortunately, it's being marked up to about $400, $450 on secondary. And even in stores, you see it marked up that high because it is a rare release. Everything Michter's puts out nowadays is rare, aside from their regular rye and their regular bourbon. But yeah, that Blue Run Rye is only fucking 4 or 5 years old. Trade it. There's way better ryes that are available on the shelf than that Blue Run. And if someone's willing to trade you Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon for that Blue Run, you are handily winning that deal. Handily. And that's not just because I don't like what Blue Run's doing. I just think it's a way better product. When should I crack open my Bardstown Bourbon Pfeiffer Pavitt Reserve? Wait until I finish my doctoral program and now Dr. Dickinson, or save that event for GTS. Yeah, dude. Open the Pfeiffer Pavitt. When you finish your doctorate, that's a perfect pour for GTS. Hell yeah. Man, that is any reason why you changed your glass type for the Starlight? No, just because These are the glasses I have down here. That's all. I do like the higher stems when I'm tasting something that's a little bit more like either high rye or definitely for scotches. I don't know. It's just a thing I have, I guess. Yeah, big shout out to the mods. Thank you so much for modding the shit out of the chat. Really appreciate it. Yeah, also new channel alert. Whiskey Eyes, Leon and Trisha. Definitely check them out. Cheats just dropped it in the chat as well. Thank you so much. All right. Trying to think if I had any more news stories. I don't think so. Oh, here are the pics of the Bougie Nights bottles. If you guys missed them, that's a nice shot of both of them. The one on the left is the Peanut Buster, which is the Rebel, and the one on the right is the Bougie Nights, the Chocolate Blazer. My favorite little thing on the left is Little Brewer saying, "Put down that Weller, feller." So, yeah, I'm when you guys get those, whoever's sipping in the chat, I'm really glad you're enjoying them. Yep. Okay. So let's put this aside, and then I'm going to one other sample I have, which I've been dying to dive into here. Before we get to the Glendronach, and before we get to the quick blind tasting here, Old Charter French Oak. Old Charter French Oak. That's right. The legendary Old Charter French Oak from Buffalo Trace that nobody ever sees. Got a beautiful sample of this, and I haven't gotten a chance to taste it yet. Can't wait to trade away my Weller single barrel, especially considering I could get a BTAC and money. Friggin' taters will forever tate. Oh, yeah. Weller single barrel all day. Trade it. Make sure you taste the mystery juice last. Yeah, I saw the proof on that, buddy. 145? That's crazy. Just bought the Rebel. Would have bought the Ezra, but I need to budget. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, so following me tonight, Livewire Whiskey will be going live tonight. I believe there is a punishment stream happening with poor Mike is gonna eat some fire. So, yep, absolutely. So the Buffalo Trace. So this came out in like 2019. It was announced. So this is, let's see, this is the Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 1. Same mash bill that makes Eagle Rare, that makes Colonel Taylor. It was put into French oak barrels in 2007 and bottled at 92 proof. So this is the second. This was the second release in the series. So let's see what it tastes like. I love French oak influence, so I can't wait to try this one. So here we go. All right, here we go. It definitely has a French oak nose. It definitely comes through with a lot of cherry, a lot of apricot. And some serious candy sweetness here. It's like, man, you're taking that Buffalo Trace mash bill, making it even sweeter. It's insane. Yeah, what is the Packy chip thing that everyone's doing? What is that? Someone explain to me what that is. Is it like a bag of chips or is it like a hot pepper you got to eat? What the hell is it? I keep seeing it everywhere. Is it is it a challenge going around for people to eat this shit? All right, let's try the Old Charter. Wow, that is good for 92 proof. It's got like an artificial cherry note to it, like cherry bubblegum, which I'm picking up. Yeah, it's like Hubba Bubba cherry bubblegum all day long. Swedish Fish. It's a single chip that has millions of the Scoville scale. Jason Busey. It's a chip with tons of scorpion pepper and Carolina Reaper dust. Oh my God. Dear God. It's not fun. It's a one chip challenge. I cannot wait to watch Mike eat this thing. Poor guy's going to be tearing up and crying. Have some milk on hand, man. Man, what was that flavor? I just got on the very back end of that. That was weird. Wow. This is a crazy bourbon. I'm digging this one a lot. Fortunately, can't get it, but wow, it's all sweet candy up front, the apricot, the cherry, a lot of powdered sugar, the cherry hubba bubba, grape hubba bubba, bubble gum, all in there. But then it finishes with like this really like rich. Trying to figure out what that is. Speaking of Weller, I have a guy that wants to trade me my Blue Run 14 Summer for Weller Foolproof Store pick. Yeah. I don't know about that one. That's a pretty, I feel like that's an even trade. But you know, Weller Foolproof Store picks can be funny. They're not all that great. You know, you have to know who's picking it, I think, before you would make that trade. Man, the finish on this thing is all just like grape soda, like mixed with like almond. It's so crazy. That's delicious. If I saw a bottle of that, I would buy that. That's really good. That's unique enough where I would pull the trigger on that. I'm a big fan of that French Oak Old Charter. That's good. That's a nice one. Let's see. All right. So before we get to the blind tasting, I cannot wait to pop this open. So I got this from Whiskey World. This is a 26-year-old Glendronach, a single cask Glendronach. 55% ABV. It's a nice ABV for a single malt. Just aged in Pedro Jimenez puncheons or casks, however you want to say it. I've been dying to crack this open, so can only imagine the flavors in this thing. 26 years old. Oh, Scotland. Oh, man, look how dark that is. That's insane. Look how dark this sumbitch is. Let me put that up here. You guys could get a look-see. Look at that. It's like syrup. Woo! Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, that's all. Oh, shit. So I think Whiskey World still has these available. This is a single cask selected by them. My goodness gracious. Distilled in 1993. May 21st, 1993. Dear Lord. Man, this is chocolate-covered raisins. Honey. But what's nice is usually, if you've had ultra-aged scotches that have been in a sherry cask that long, it's just like purely sweet. This is kind of balancing that out with some spice as well. Definitely some cinnamon. Some nutmeg. Man, this is going to be my new like winter sipper. Oh, yeah. This is like fall on the glass. Getting some like fall leaves. Like, you know, like get that fresh fall scent in the air. I know it sounds weird, but I'm totally getting that in the glass. It's crazy. So this is It was $280. When you convert it, it's a little over 300 because it's a European bottling. But yeah, it's definitely good. Donald Rant says the 21 Parliament is one of my favorite scotches, and I'm now living vicariously. Man, it's so rich in flavor. I do like that there's a spiciness to it. I was afraid it's going to be a little bit too sweet. I almost got that one recently, but I went for the Cavalon Soloist Manzanilla. I could see that. Lisa Grimm, what is this Whiskey World you speak of? It's a website. You just go to whiskey. I think it's thewhiskeyworld.net or something like that. All right, let's try this one. Holy shit. That might be the best pour I had tonight. That's insane. It's like Luxardo cherry syrup, raspberries, raisins. Figs, dates. I mean, take all like that concentrated like dark fruit flavor and just throw it in here. But then it's got like this lingering spice that just really balances it out nicely. Sometimes some of the older Lindronics or even an older Scotch in general just can come off as real sweet candy-like, which I know a lot of people like. But, you know, you guys know me. I need some spice and something to balance all that out. Woo! That is so crushable. That's fucking crushable. Man, now that that's open, I'm going to go through that shit fast. Oh, that's terrible. Wow, that's good. That is so good. Damn. That sounds like a great flavor. Yeah, it's just packed with flavor. It's insane. And then on top of it, you got to get like this like black pepper, like red pepper, like chili pepper infused chocolate, like on top of everything. All the dark fruit. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's ridiculous. You know what? All the super chats in the chat tonight, I'll give away a seal box bottle, and I'll give away a 2-ounce sample of this tonight too. So we'll have two giveaways tonight. That's too good for just me to enjoy. You guys got to try that stuff. Somebody has to try that shit. It's that good. All right. Last thing we do before we call it a night, guys, because I don't want to push it. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But I do want to get to this this blind tasting that Darrell set up for me. So I'm going to do that next. Here's B. Crushable was my nickname in high school. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah, that's a killer. The finish is still going for me. It's that good. Josh Penn says I'm in. Thanks for sharing, Jay. So Sal. Yeah, guys. All right, so I actually brought the black Glencairns down for this. So going like really blind. I could kind of see the color of this stuff, but sometimes it changes when it's in the glass. So Darrell wanted me to. So Darrell Stewart, if you're in the chat, thank you so much for sending me this blind. He wanted me to try to guess proof, and if I can, distillery. So I'll see. I'll do my best here with my nose and throat the way it is, but we'll see how I do. My palate and nose seem to be on point tonight, so I'm okay. Yeah, had some more Old Elk, just okay. But I don't know which one you've had, but they're starting to get into like the 6 and 7 year old range for their stuff. It's definitely a smoother experience. They use a very high malt mash bill, so it gives you some of the easier sipping profiles. So if that's not your thing, I could see why you may not like it. But, you know, overall, I think their stuff is getting better as it gets older. Proof and bottle if you can. Challenge accepted. Okay. Let me grab a pen here. And let me grab this. All right. So A, B, and C. This channel is the best value for master's degree in bourbon thanks to education and your geniusness. Thanks. I'm definitely not a genius, but I play one on TV. All right, here we go. Let's see. So this isn't bad. Three drams here, 3 pours. I'm going to start here with A and see what I get. So A already smells amazing. Ooh. Feels like it's a good proof point on this one. Pronav Inamdar says, I found a 16-year, 140 proof MGP. I'd love to send you a sample to see what you think. That sounds like it's light whiskey. Is that light whiskey, Pranav? I'm just curious if that's light whiskey. Can confirm Jason isn't anywhere close to a genius in person. He's much more. Stop it, Trev. Trev, we'll definitely be we'll be hanging out really soon in Kentucky in about a month. So we're doing the pick. Was it October 13th? I think. So really excited. Getting a good amount of cherry on A here. Little candy corn. Definitely sweet. All right, I'm going to go back. They're going to let these open up. I don't want to judge it just yet. Let's go to B. Oh my God, B is completely different and funky. I don't know what Darrell sent me here. Actually, B is giving me like that nice grape, dark fruit flavor here. Also like a little bit of musty oak on it as well. You need to do a drum solo after like 12 pours would be awesome. Pranav, oh, it is a light whiskey. Okay, yeah, Pranav, you don't need to send me a sample of that. I've had a few of the 14-year light whiskeys. They're all really good. I don't think I've ever had a bad one, honestly. I'm big on adding distilled water, not your thing. You know, I do like adding distilled water, but I don't think of it all the time. Like, oh, I got to pick up some distilled water or buy some like limestone water. But yeah, it's like a bad, like I don't always think of it. I got to do that, but I'm totally with you using either limestone or distilled water to like water down your whiskeys. October 13th at precisely 10:04:37 a.m. Not that I'm counting down the seconds. Okay. Yeah, this one's giving me a little bit more of like a grape, oak, a little bit of chocolate. That one's nice. All right, let's go to C. Oh. I'm already guessing that C is a rum, Darrell. I think C is a rum. Oh, it's all maple syrupy. Breakfast in a glass, baby. I think Darrell sent me a rum. I'm just saying. Holy crap. Bananas, pineapple. Actually getting a little bit of like chocolate and nuttiness on this too. Definitely some spice. Oh, I think Darrell threw a rum in there. Just saying. Just saying. Never heard of yeah, limestone water is one of those things that you can get. You know, it's kind of a novelty. You get limestone water in Kentucky. You know, it's what they use to cut the bourbons with because it's, you know, naturally filtered. But, you know, everyone thinks the limestone shelf stops in Kentucky. That's not the case. The limestone shelf Goes all over the United States. So you can find limestone water if you search for it. Rarebird 101 in the house. What is up, David Jennings? Everybody, please raise your glass to Rarebird 101. He just hit, what was it, David? You just hit 1 million views on your blog. Did I get that right? So, dude, cheers to that, man. Everyone, grab a wild turkey, raise it to David Jennings. 1 million views on a blog that's ridiculous, dude. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's David Jennings has been a great fan of the show and a good friend of the show for a long time. If anybody deserves it, he does. So cheers to Rarebird. That's amazing. Let's see here. All right. Let's go back to A, see what we get. A is getting really sweet on the nose. All right, I'm going to go for a try this one. Holy shit, that's sweet. Wow. That's all pineapple too. That's like drinking a pineapple fruit roll-up. It's got like this waxy, pineapple-y. That's either a light whiskey or a rum, I would guess. Larry Bale says, cheers from the new guy. Thank you so much, Larry. What? 1 million views is almost as rare Russell Reserve 13. True that. Keith Schmidt, Rarebird 101, with a little help from Russell Reserve 13. Heard you killed it on the views to your blog at the Master. Yeah, absolutely. David was kind enough to come on when I hit 50,000 subscribers, and we tried to blend our own Russell Reserve 13. And correct me if I'm wrong, David. I think the closest we got was a single barrel McBrayer Russell Reserve pick, and then we mixed that with like a Knob Creek 15, and I think that was the closest to a Russell's 13 we could get. I think that was it. Yeah, Bobby, I know that guy. That's a great kit to get. I actually mentioned that on my holiday gift list last year, like best gifts to get. The nosing kit was one of them. It's a great kit to get. Man, for proof, I don't know. I'm going to go with like 107 on that one for proof. 107 for proof. Jason, all that blend was missing was a splash of Jephthah. Fuck that. Nope. Yeah, close but no cigar, Rarebird. Absolutely. I was close, but remember, Russell's 13 has 19-year-old bourbon in it. So it's going to be hard to replicate that. That's so sweet. That's got to be rum, too. It's either rum or light whiskey. I might go higher on the proof now. That might be closer to like 115. Proof for me is hard. All right. Get some water here. All right. Let's go to B now. So B has like this mustiness to it. Musty, it's grapey. Yeah, David has a great Patreon account to follow. Enjoy being members of both M&D and Rarebird 101. Absolutely. Yeah, also, you get access to David's Patreon, which Rarebird 101, he has a great Patreon, great Discord. I meant to say, a great Discord chat. It's always active, great conversations happening in there. Let's go for a sip. That tastes like straight up root beer. Durrell, all three of these cannot be more different. What the hell is that? It's straight up root beer to me on the palate. Trying to think what I've had that tastes like root beer. Nate Cox, thank you for the Master Drum Glass for Patreon support. I love it. Oh yeah, if any of you patrons have gotten your glasses and 10 strummers, I hope you're enjoying them. The next round is going out for legendary drummers right now. Legendary drummers are also getting their custom legendary drummer flask, their Master Drum flask set. So I know David got one. A couple people in the chat have gotten their flask sets already. So those are coming next. Sounds like a dark rum. It's so root beer. It's so much root beer. I think that's a little bit higher too. Let me go back to A now. Yeah, 115. B might be right in that area too. I mean, Durrell, honestly, I don't know what the hell that would be. I mean, I like rums, but I don't feel like I know enough to. Man, root beer. What the hell is that? I'm thinking that's what, like, maybe one of those. Maybe it's one of those rums that's been like finished in something that's been aged in like an ex-bourbon cask. That one I feel is higher. I feel like that's coming in like 100 and you know, I'm going to stick with the other one. I'm going to say that's 107 proof. I think B is 115 proof. Let's go to C now. C is definitely a high proof rum. I feel like it's drinking hotter than that. Rank them too. Yeah, I'm going to rank them. Rum aged in an expert root beer cask. Yeah. If this is a root, I think it literally tastes like someone aged it in a root beer cask. That's crazy. I know C feels like it's around 110. So I think A is around 107. I think B is the highest, so like 115, and C is coming in like 110. Now, to guess what these are, I mean, yeah, bourbon and root beer float. Seriously. All right, one more sip of each. I'll rank them. Man. I don't know. Maybe A is the Foursquare. Maybe A is a Foursquare rum. B, I have no fucking clue what B is. Like, God, the root beer note on this is ridiculous. It's like drinking a root beer float. I couldn't even equate it to anything I've tasted. I've gotten root beer notes on some craft whiskeys before. I'm trying to think which ones. Shit. What the hell did I have that tasted like a root beer? I'm trying to think what the hell it was. It's crazy how root beer it is. It's literally drinking like a spiked root beer float. It's all vanilla and spice up front, and then you get all the root beer notes on the back end. Yeah, maybe it's a spice rum. What does the tat on your arm say? It says, live today as if you'll die tomorrow, but in Italian. It goes all the way up my arm, all the way up here. In Italian, it's Viva oggi come se moriate domani. So it sounds a lot nicer in Italian, but I don't know. I mean, C tastes like it could be a Foursquare too, or maybe like a plantation rum. I don't know. I think A and B are rums. I'm sorry, A and C are definitely rums. I don't know what the hell B is. The root beer note is completely throwing me off. So he actually gave me the key, which is over here. So let's find out how far off I am. Master Jim, did you get that tat when you got made? No, I have another tat for that. Not that one. Jesus, this is taped really well. All right, Darrell. Oh, you got to rank them first. I got to rank them real quick. Okay. So if I had to rank them, I would probably do... Yeah. C is delicious. I would go C, CBA. The B is really funky, but I really like that root beer note. It's different. This tastes like, a lot of good rums I've had, or a lot of good maybe rums that I've had. I actually said in the beginning it could be a light whiskey too, but I know the more I sip it, I still feel like it's like a rum. But whatever C is freaking delicious. It's just got so much balance, so much proof. It's nice. It's so good. All right, CBA is my rank. Let's see what we got. All right, let's go to first is A, which is my last place. Oh, he wrote a little message. It says, thank you for taking the time to sample this blind flight. I enjoy each of them a lot, so hopefully you did too. If not, please be honest and let me know. Thanks for everything you do within the whiskey community. I look forward to the charity giveaway in a couple months. Yes, Darrell and I will be partnering up to do another charity giveaway. He's going to be donating some bottles as well as myself. So it should be a great time. All right, A. Bull Run, 13-year finished in Pinot Noir. The other guy's pick, 121 proof. My God, I wrote 107. That's not surprising because the Bull Runs drink easier. I said it could be a light whiskey. Yeah, definitely. The Pinot Noir influence is super high on this one. Holy crap. It's Blanton's. Yeah. Those light whiskeys, it's so hard to pick out proof sometimes because when you take multiple sips, they just start mellowing out and just get really easy to sip. And the Bull Runs we have a Bull Run 14-year pick coming out for the Master Journey Whiskey Club. And we cannot wait for you guys to get that one. It's like a $50 14-year American whiskey. I mean, that's going to be sick. Wow, that's crazy. All right. B, I really want to find out what it is because it's a fucking root beer float. Let's see what it is. What? Wait, was B my favorite? No, C was my favorite. B is what? That's the craziest thing I've ever tasted. Letter B is a William LaRue Weller from 2018. 125.7 proof. What the fuck? I don't remember ever getting root beer in a William & Weller. I mean, holy crap. It's delicious. I'm still getting root beer. Darrell, have you ever gotten root beer on that? Holy shit. Laugh my ass off. That's nuts. What the hell? Well, William LaRue Weller, I mean, beat out the Bull Run. This was still better than the Blue Run, in my opinion. Dude, Darrell, you totally just like fucked my palate. My God. Coming off of these, this comes off like root beer. What the hell? That is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. No root beer on my end for William & Weller. Dude, have like A and then drink that and see if you get root beer. Have the Bull Run and then go to the William & Weller and see if you get root beer. Yeah, now that he says it, you get the wheat. Yeah, I still get root beer on the back end. I don't know what the fuck. My pile's broken, I guess. The sore throat is taking over. Oh, my God. I did put it last? Oh, yeah. I did. No, I kept it. William & Weller was second for me. I had the Bull Run last. So it was Bull Run, William & Weller, and then this was my favorite, C. So William & Weller beat Bull Run for me. So C, I said was a rum. I said it had to be Foursquare or maybe Plantation. And holy crap, it's a personal blend of 9 different Foursquare bottles along with a 15-year hazmat Obtainium. It's about 135%. Jesus Christmas. Yeah, I said it was the highest proof. I said it was like 115 to 120. I didn't think it was that high, though. It does not drink that high. 135%? Yeah, that's killer. That's absolute killer. Yeah, the William & Weller just, I think it got just completely weirded with when I was going to the rum and then with the light whiskey, it's weird. Like if I put this on its own and like wait a little bit, I could probably appreciate the goodness that is William & Weller, but I still get like oaky, like root beer on the back end of that, especially coming off the rum. I think the rum and the light whiskey definitely affects that like a lot because I don't remember ever having a William & Weller that tasted like that. That's crazy. Wow. Kelsey Dime. All right, we'll finish with the mystery juice now. This will be the last one. Darrell Stewart, thank you so much. This Foursquare Obtainium blend that you made is insane. It's so good. It's so good. All right, last one of the night. This was from Kelsey Dime, who also sent the Rocktown. Surprise pour 145 proof, aged 6 months in New American Oak. Dude, what the hell is this? You trying to kill me? How does this even have color on it? Oh my God. Kelsey Dime trying to kill me. Oh my God. It smells like new make. It smells like new make mash. It's all corn. If you like, this is the shit you give to a dying person. It'll wake their ass right up. It's white lightning. It's slightly tinged white lightning. Thank you so much, Darrell. That was awesome, man. Yeah, Foursquare 2008. Oh my God, it's all corn. All right, I'm gonna try this shit. I got like a little bit of apricot in there, but it's mostly just sweet mash. It's straight up candy corn, sweet mash, little hint of maybe apricot or peach. Kelsey, what is that? Big Vic, no, not so. Quick update. I've already gotten a good amount of blends for Blendageddon, with more coming in every day. Remember, that's going to start. That's going to start, I believe, towards the end of September will be Blendageddon. So, yeah, it's becoming quite the field of competitors already, with more to come. So, really excited to definitely have you guys there. And it sounds like every crappy bottom shelf Canadian whiskey on the nose, and it sounds like a crappy bottom shelf. I got to drop my blend off maybe tomorrow. I'll be around, Adam, if you're around. There's no corn in this? I mean, it's very sweet. I mean, is it all like young barley or something? Or rye? Or is it some other like funky grain that I don't know what it is. Homemade moonshine made of blackberries, blueberries, and what? Homemade moonshine? Definitely got the peach. I can see a little bit of blueberry in there for sure. Wow, that's delicious. I mean, it's strong. That's dangerous right there, man. Holy crap. It's aged in a small barrel. It's fucking moonshine. Kelsey, are you making this shit in your backyard, dude? You don't have to say. My God, this is like... Jesus Louises. Woo! Yeah, if you're about 10 seconds from death, that'll keep you alive right there. All right. Jason gonna fall again. I'm giving away a Smoke Wagon Limited and Rare Fred Minnick blend on Friday night to benefit the Afghan allies who are relocating in the U.S. Other hitters like, oh, dude, that's so cool, Keith. Keith, let me know where that charity is. I'd like to donate to that. That's awesome. Bathtub distilled whiskey. That's what you need, Jason. When will you review the seal box? I just reviewed that tonight. It's like on the nose, you get like the toasted oak, you get apricot, you get some vanilla, and you get grapefruit too. But on the palate, it's all maple syrup, marshmallow, and waffles on the palate. It's really, really sweet, and powdered sugar. But Dustin, I tried this tonight. I cracked this open. Holy shit, dude. Amazing. So with that, it's time to give away time to give away a bottle and a sample. Hey, pal Joey's in the house. What's up, man? What do you hear from Bourbon Sane Dog? Both of you, best of the reviewers for my dollar, but he's missing in action. Yeah, I mean, he's so Chris over at Bourbon Sane, I do miss him too. He not only was he busy as a pharmacist, especially in the time of COVID here, but he's also he bought a farm basically with his family. So they were, I mean, I'm not sure where it's at now, but you know, that pretty much took up all his time. He was having a hard time, you know, trying to get content out, unfortunately. So yeah, I definitely do miss Chris. That reminds me I should reach out to him, see how he's doing. But yeah. So all right. So was anybody in the chat room, any of the mods keeping track of the super chats, by the way? Yeah, Top Shelf Dustin, dude, hitter. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Again, guys, in the description, if you're looking for to get your hands on our Rebel and Ezra picks, please do. The links are in the description. We have only about 30-something bottles left of each, so just trying to get rid of the rest of them. So if you guys want a chance to try some really good shit from Lux Row, then click the links in the description. If you get both, you'll save some money on one of the bottles. Let's see. Dude needs to at least be a guest. Get him. Yeah, I'd love to have him back on. Oh, Corey's got the Rebel pick. Awesome, man. Great. Let's see here. Rarebird, you're the best whiskey tuber. Just saying. Oh, thanks, man. Those are big words with all the whiskey tubers that are out today. Have a great series coming out soon, guys. And again, the Irish whiskey series. As far as bourbon reviews coming, there's not we're getting into the fall season here where there's going to be a shit ton of reviews coming out, or these the hard to get bourbons we're talking about. We already saw the Old Forester release, the BTAC, all these. So the Master Drum, I'm glad I could bring you back to life. Yeah, dude, I think my sore throat is gone after that shit. Jesus. So remember, next week I'm going to be off. I'm going to be away in Maine. And then the week after will be, we'll have a 4:00 live stream with Chris Fletcher and Lexi Phillips from Jack Daniels, which I'm completely super excited for. I can't wait to pick their brain to see what they're working on at Jack Daniels. So much great shit coming out of Jack Daniels. And then we're going to be having Jim Canepa on for to talk about state liquor agency versus non-state controlled agency. See what those differences are. For all you people that are in Ohio, I think it'd be good to listen, to Jim and kind of see what his trials and tribulations have been. He's been through kind of the ringer when it comes to getting bourbons and getting whiskeys into the state of Ohio. It's not as easy as you would think. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, but we're going to get all into that when he comes on the channel, because I can't wait to learn all the ins and outs of, state versus non-state. So it'll be great. Hey, Justin Hall's got his Remus Repeal 5. Awesome, man. Independent Joe, you do save on both. Got both yesterday. Thanks, Independent Joe. All right. So I'm not sure if anyone kept track of the giveaways tonight. I don't see any. Katie Turk, looking forward to the Old Elk picks coming out. Yeah, Katie, those are going to be Katie and Ethan. Thanks so much for hanging out. Those will be out. Those are going to release Friday. So, what I'll do is I'll probably just rewatch and check out the super chats, and then what I'll do is I'll pick 2 random names to win whoever gave super chats if nobody was able to keep track. See what happens. Adriana takes off a night for her birthday. Nobody keeps track of the names. This is what happens. Just saying. So keep a lookout this week. You'll find one of my new series starting this week. I'll have a couple reviews. I'll have definitely one set up for the Irish whiskeys for next week, and we'll definitely go from there. So really appreciate you guys for the support and everything. It'll be nice to take a little bit of a week off with all the content coming soon after. It's been giveaway for someone who tracks names. Oh, Darren Clary. Basically, whoever gives a super chat, usually one of the mods, tracks all the names to see who did a super chat, and then we'll do a random giveaway for whoever, they get assigned a number and then do a random giveaway. So I'll do that for you. Kelsey Dime, I'm sorry, man. I'm definitely working on the logo. I wanted to get it to you sooner, but I felt like crap the last week. So, do you think the Old Elk picks will hit the lower tiers? It might. It definitely might. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, keep on the lookout for some couple of cool bourbon reviews coming up, and also have a really fun series starting off. You guys will see that one. And my Irish whiskey, What's on the Shelf Wednesday series will be kicking off next week. So with that, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks right here with the folks from Jack Daniels. Thanks for all the support, guys. Really appreciate you hanging out. Go check out Livewire Whiskey, following me to watch poor Mike eat a scorpion pepper potato chip. And we'll see how that goes. So cheers to you. And as I always, also really quick, thanks to Jarrell Stewart for sending that blind tasting. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. I will pick a winner from the chat once the live stream uploads, and I will pick a winner and reach out to those winners. So thanks so much, guys, and see you guys really soon. Take care, everybody.